Hi guys, I'm AJ and today I'm going to show you how to remove hand sewn and ironed on patches from your garments. For this tutorial you will need an iron, a seam ripper, or X-Acto knife. If your patch is only sewn on, you'll only need the X-Acto knife or the seam ripper. Identify if it is sewn on or ironed on. What we're first going to do is look at the border. So we can see here that there are stitches, which to me implies that it's sewn on. Second test is if you put your hand inside the garment and on the outside of the patch, and you try to pull the fabric from behind where the patch is, it should separate in the middle if it is not ironed on. Because mine is super stuck, you can see here when I try to pull the fabric away from the patch, it doesn't pull away. That's why I think it's going to be both. If it is sewn on, you can turn the garment inside out and you can see where the stitches are here. That's when you're going to take either your X-Acto knife or your seam ripper. In my case, I'm using a seam ripper, and we're going to try to grab just one or two stitches. So I'm just going to grab one of these yellow stitches like that, and I'm going to pull upwards just to remove it. And I'm going to do that again until I've ripped and we don't need to do every single stitch, guys. We just need to do a few of them to get this thread loosened up. See here, I've gotten a lot of the stitches out, and when I try to pull the patch away, it is in fact glued down. All right, I officially got all the stitches out. We can see that from the back where there's no more stitches. Now I'm going to show you how to remove an iron-on patch. Now you'll lay your item on an ironable surface. Mine's a pop-up ironing board. You can also lay it out on a few beach or bath towels. Now I'm going to take an iron, and it's important you have it on the lowest heat setting. On my iron, that is the synthetic setting. You do not need water in it. We're not using steam. We're now taking the iron and we are ironing over the area of the patch. What that ironing does is it loosens the iron-on glue bond. And you can see here, this patch is beginning to pick up. If you sense a little, like more than just a little resistance, you're just gonna lay it back down. Take the iron again over the spot just to melt the glue again. And then you're gonna do a tap test just to make sure it's not too hot to touch. And you will continue to peel the patch off. And boom, just like that, the patch is completely off of your garment. If your patch left a sticky residue on it, you can continue to try to melt the residue off and pick it off with tweezers, or you can use Glue Be Gone. But my patch did not leave any residue, so now I have a patch-free sock.